What's up, guys? Marty the Team Base here, and today we're back with my boy Xander. What is up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Great. Tell the people what you did.
I got top 6 at the Richmond Regional.
Let's go. Would you like to do any shout-outs?
Team Beige, Kieran, shout out to Eon, Rax TCG on YouTube. Shout out to Michael, shout out to Jose, shout out to the Dream Wizards cast.
Let's go. What'd you play?
I played Fiendsmith Ryzeal.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, so we're going to start out with the best normal summon in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now at 3 Ice. This card single-handedly gets you your entire Fiendsmith combo and your Ryzeal combo, and unimpeded can get you like whatever you really want, literally anything. And then next up is probably the second best extender and the best thing to summon off of Ice. It's going to be 3X. X is good, but the restrictions sometimes of like not getting your searches is a mild inconvenience, but it does come up. And then the other best search is Sword. Sword might actually be the GOAT. It's low-key the best Ryzeal.
Interesting.
And then I'm playing 1 node, 1 plugin, and 1 cross.
Played Plugin and Fiendsmith?
Have you read this card? It's Monster Reborn. It's for silly stuff. I was really afraid of Malice and take cards the whole weekend, so the thought process is kill your own detonator and then plug in Reborn it, and you still have a 2-mat detonator. So they just wasted a card for you just to loop a material off your detonator.
Okay.
I mean, obviously it's good. It's Monster Reborn. But I don't think it was like super game change this weekend. I can't think of any time where I was like, man, this plugin just saved me the duel. There's also silly stuff you can do with Cross, where like if you have an exhausted duo drive and you search the Cross in the plugin, you can if they nib you can plug in and then at res Cross negate. So you can do cute stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the Rhoda for the weenies.
Yep.
As for the Feasts package, it's going to be 3 Engraver. Oh, 2 Engraver, I'm sorry. It's 2 Engraver, 1 Lacrima, 1 Lurie, and 3 tracks.
There we go.
Right.
Was there any reason for that ratio, or?
A Engraver is being borrowed by a friend, so I figured I'd just play the 2.
Okay. Still got top 8.
Yeah, facts. The 3 track makes up for the difference. The only time the 3rd Engraver is relevant is like if you hard open it, you can pitch it, you get the extra body that way. But most of the time, it's like it still did its job. And then the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Period.
Fiendsmith Paradise. It's a crazy card.
I won so many games I should have never even been in because of this card. There was one game, like the guy Furossed me, and I have all Ryzeals, a tracked, and an Engraver. So I Engraver search Paradise, and then I tracked pitch it. Broken. A whole interaction through Fuross, and I made a 3-mat detonator, and he just couldn't push past it. Like Wave King sets up in Paradise really well, so you can at least get like 3 points of interaction, 3 cents that way too. This card is actually nuts. I wish I could play more of it without having to ever draw it, but that's
makes
every
sense.
good card you go.
Absolutely.
I'm playing 2 Talents as well. Talents is very, very strong. Against Malice, they don't play any hand traps like monster-wise for the most part, so I'm usually siding out there. But against like Fiendsmith Ryzeal in the mirror match, all 3 effects are relevant. I was taking people's cards all weekend. I was peeping people's hands all weekend. Talents is that guy.
He's that guy.
As for hand traps, I played 3 Ash Blossom. I played 3 Imperm, 3 Nibiru, 3 Furos.
Pretty standard.
Right. 2 Ghost Ogre and 2 Ghost Mortar.
How'd you like those?
They were cool. The issue with Mortar and Ogre is they're like the 5th and 6th best hand trap off a long list. Like, this could have been Skullmeister or probably would have the same exact thing.
Sure.
I don't know if I would have played a different hand trap over them or what the other hand trap would be, but they were definitely the most cuttable of the hand traps. Ogre came in clutch, like, for duo drive, exactly. And then Mortar was, like, Veiler sometimes on Tuesdays. Again, it did its job.
Yeah.
Most of the time they were very, like, especially in the Malice match, I sided out the Mortars because they were usually pretty bad. And in the mirror match, I was siding out, like, one of this and one of this.
Okay. Yeah, nice. How many cards in main?
41 flat.
All right. What do you want to show next?
I'll show you the extra.
Sure. Sounds good.
So for the extra, we're doing 2 duo drive. I really wanted to play a 3rd. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Later.
Detonator. Well, we are playing 2 duo drive too. We'll just
Oh,
roll
okay,
up, too.
perfect. Yeah.
So it's 2 and 2.
Yeah.
I'm trolling.
You're trolling.
I did want to play 3 Detonator though. Detonator is crazy, but the third never really came up because I also was playing plugins, so I can get a third that way.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of worth getting the follow up.
Right. The only thing I was really scared of was like if I played a Cashier player and they had ripped one of them, because at that point, like the follow up is a lot more hindered. But I didn't see Unicorn once this weekend, so I wasn't super pressed about it.
Sure.
We're playing 1 Exciton Knight.
The goat.
This is the Ice Ryzeal bridge between Fiendsmith and the Ryzeals. So Ice, this is one way to bridge from Ice. Also, this card is just insane. It literally is Raigeki plus Heartbeat's Feather Duster.
Yep. That's why I was banned.
Yeah, that's why it was banned for so long. Baguska.
Did you ever do the lock?
The lock. Oh, I guess I answered your question,
cross-
right? Me saying that?
Yeah.
No. Baguska's low-key kind of bad. I actually didn't summon it all this weekend. At no point I looked at Baguska and was like, you might be the move right here.
He was like the plan Z.
He was playing like 26. He was never even in the numbering system or lettering system. Yeah, I don't. Is it cuttable? Probably. If it came up, it's one of those cards like if it comes up, I'm gonna miss it. But if I cut it, I probably won't think about it.
Sure.
The aggregator for the send off X.
Yep.
Pretty self-explanatory. Here's Quip and Wave King. That's for the rank 6 package for the Fiendsmith and Friends. So I was going for Desiree a lot at the start of the tournament, and I kept getting nibbed. And I realized, wait, Wave King is just objectively better. And not only that, like it sets up in Paradise really well. So if you open like a tract, you can get your guys that way. You can't see it, but Marty's like giggling behind the camera right now. You can get your guys that way, and it like I said, it dunks for the in Paradise very, very, very efficiently.
Sure.
There's your way to get to the Fiendsmith line, and then here is the Fiendsmith ratio. So Requiem, Sequence, Agamundi, Desiree, and yeah, that's it. Agamundi, a lot of people are like, oh, why are you playing this? Why are you playing that? So the deck doesn't have a kill line, straight up. The deck cannot produce 8,000 damage comfortably. So Agamundi plus Desiree on an empty board is 7k damage. Ooh. So if you just have like a third dude, you could just swing for an easy OTK.
Nice.
Also, Agamundi rarely does piercing damage. That's actually comes up. That's true. Yeah, that's how you beat Chaos Angel. You're right. Yeah, randomly does piercing damage. It can negate 3 cards, which is kind of cool. And then also like hypothetically, if they do nib you and you somehow still have Lacrima engraved,
you can do the tag out.
Yeah, you can do the tag out, bring out the guy, get the Desiree, and still get 3 negates that way.
Nice.
The cards are cool. And then my last slot was SP Little Knight.
How'd you like SP as your like 15th?
I made it a good chunk of times. And I mean, SP is SP. Like, it's a great stalling tool. It's great at just like plucking stuff away.
Yeah.
The attacking directly didn't really come up because, like I said, the deck can't kill. So most of the time, you're not playing to kill anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, SP did his job.
Okay, cool.
I can say SP did better than Baguska.
Sure.
And then last but not least for the side, going into this tournament, I really was scared of Malice, especially board breaker Malice, because I play talents and whatnot, and Detonator does not interact well with like these FU cards. So we're playing Judgment, the best trap card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Period. The second best trap card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Period, behind Feast of the Paradise, of course.
I thought you were gonna say Big Bang Shot.
No, close though, close. Afterwards, I'm playing D-Barrier. D-Barrier is good. It works. It does its job. I don't actually think I got a chance to side it in. I didn't win any die rolls except for one. It's the one match I lost. I was really disappointed about that. So yeah, D-Barrier never really came in, but I'm sure if it did, it would have gone crazy. Then I played 3 evenly. I wanted a card to stop silly decks. This was just the one I landed on. It won me the game against the guy who got third, Oscar. Or the match, actually. And it's just a good card overall. I don't think it's perfect, and I don't think it was the card to solve the format. But it did its job, and I was proud of it being part of the roster. The one Cowboy. You know I would play Cowboy. 2 Ghost Bell. This is for Malice. You can Bell the Underground because it banishes from the graveyard and negates the activation, so it destroys it as well. So they don't feel like they're like silly attack buff and whatnot. I cited it in every single time versus Malice, all 3 times I played it, and never saw it.
Hilarious.
The only time I saw it was against Salamangreat when they went Promethean Princess on field effect to summon back.
Yeah.
And he passed his turn. So
Would you play it again?
yeah, I probably would. I actually like Bell a lot. Low key, that might be the replacement for either Ogre or Mortar. I have a hard commit to that, but like if I was queuing up into another event with how many Bystials I saw running around, there's a very, very real option.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, Artifact Lancia.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. That's the goat. Obviously, Lance is a good card for Malice. It literally folds their entire turn. It just doesn't let them play.
Yeah.
And that's like low key the only thing I actually beat them going second. That's not hand traps exactly.
Would you play Slayer?
Maybe. My thing with Slayer is the deck is already good enough at beating itself. All you have to do is like I was telling Marty earlier. One Engraver can really check the entire just like detonator board. So if you hand trap Duo Drive, and they end on a detonator pass, your Fiendsmith card should be able to grind through that, and at that point your Ryzeals can clean up.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
I wasn't super pressed for Ultimate Slayer. I didn't really miss it this weekend, but I'm sure if I played it, I probably would have enjoyed it.
Sure. Okay. Cool. Well, congratulations, man. Thank you so much for the profile.
Hey, no problem.
This is Marty Team Asian. I'll see you later.
See you guys.